right, so let's do this thing, I guess. Hey everybody. A little bit of a different thing this week. Jordan couldn't make it. Natalie or Travis couldn't make it. All busy doing stuff. I'm the only one without any sort of life. So I've threatened in the past to do a podcast by myself, and god damn it, I'm doing a podcast by myself. It's just James this week. Literally that's it. There's nobody else here. I'm sort of doing this at the last minute. This is going out tomorrow morning. It is currently 6:45 Sunday evening. This is going out Monday. So, I'm not doing any video this week. Just gonna say fuck it and sort of keep talking until I run out of things to talk about. I'm gonna do my best to not have any awkward pauses, because I don't want to edit that shit. So if I can just keep going and, not stop, this will be perfect. Just cut the very beginning where I fell into my chair, literally, because I'm a clumsy dumbass, and then cut the very end where I'm like, naked jerking off in the shower with a belt around my neck. We'll be good. Hopefully I don't say anything absurdly racist or homophobic or sexist or anything like that. I don't think I will. I don't think of any of those things, but you never know. Maybe I'll get controlled by the KKK. You never know. It could happen. Good old KKK. Gotta love them, they're still going. The KKK. I've always wondered, like, what would it take for me to join the KKK? I'm a white guy. I don't know if anybody had any doubts about that. I'm very white, very straight. I don't think there's any Jewish members of my family, so I think I'm good there in terms of KKK membership requirements. I'm not racist. Not on purpose anyway. I don't think. I'm not sexist. Really, I don't think. Like, again, not on purpose. So I'd have to push past that. That could be an issue for my membership. Why was I thinking this, you might be asking? Well, my thought was, right, if I joined the KKK as somebody who wasn't racist and wasn't homophobic and wasn't anti-Semitic and all this stuff, what if I worked my way to the top, right, from the inside? And then I just demolished the KKK from within. Like, sort of like how in Captain America, Hydra was in the SHIELD, but Hydra was the bad guys, and they got in there and they made things bad. It would be like that, but I would be the good guy going in and dismantling the KKK from the inside. So that is the most we've talked about the KKK on this podcast. That's fun. Talk about some other things that aren't KKK related. Hopefully. We can talk about the Batman. That's coming out soon. Less than 2 weeks away from time of recording. I've got my tickets. I'm going with Jordan, obviously. Maybe a friend of the podcast, Lindsay, will go. We'll see. Very excited for this movie. I watched Batman Begins the other night with my friends. Fucking fantastic movie. Love every single second of it. Christian Bale. Love the guy. Great actor. Liam Neeson doing his thing, being Liam Neeson. That's pretty awesome. I'm really hoping that they don't do the pearls and the parents getting shot. I don't want to see that again. I've seen it a million times. Okay? We've seen it, Tim Burton, we've seen it Batman Begins, we've seen it animated, we've seen it a million times. We've seen it fucking Batman v Superman. Okay, we'll probably see it in Flashpoint at some point. Point. Flashpoint's coming out too. That's a thing, isn't it? It's coming out this year. That's gonna be another Batman movie, even though it's a Flash movie. That's kind of dumb. They should just give Michael Keaton his own thing, probably, and not rope him into this garbage fire that's gonna be a Flashpoint movie that's been in development for 6 years or whatever. Listen, man, I hope that movie's good. I don't think it's gonna be. I'm really excited to see Michael Keaton back. I've been very vocal about the fact that I'm not a huge fan of his Batman movies. They're fine, I guess, but it feels like everyone saw Adam West and then they saw Michael Keaton and then they were like, "Oh, Michael Keaton's dark and real and gritty and cool." When looking back at it, it's not that much, it's not that far removed from Adam West in terms of ridiculousness. You've still got the Prince music and the dancing, and it's just, Adam West is great. I love Adam West. R.I.P. The late great Adam West. Probably the first Batman I ever saw was Adam West, and I love it to this day. I will fairly regularly watch Adam West Batman, just because it's so great. It's so Batman, like everything about Batman that makes him Batman is in the Adam West show and the movie. And it's just it's over the top. It's funny. That show is fucking hilarious. The action is pretty good. The messages are great. That's one thing that I don't like about maybe some of the later interpretations of superheroes is that they're heroes. They do the right thing. Like for me, what I grew up on when I was a kid was the 90s cartoon, Batman animated series, and Superman the animated series, and Batman Beyond. Batman Beyond, a really fucking good show, by the way. Justice League and Justice League Unlimited, those are the big ones. And there's an episode of Justice League. This is where we learn that James remembers way too much about cartoons he hasn't seen in a while. Was when Lex Luthor and the Ultra Humanite, I think, they break out of prison, and Lex Luthor's like, "We're gonna distract him," and he blows up a bomb and the building's on fire. And sort of like the Spider-Man 2 sort of deal. Batman shows up and he sees a little girl that in the burning building. He's like, "Okay, I'm gonna go save this little girl." And he does, and he's gonna die or whatever, Dude almost dies to save just like this random 4-year-old, right? And then Hawkgirl comes and saves him, and the rest of the episode happens or whatever. But then in the very last episode of Justice League Unlimited, Batman goes toe to toe with Darkseid, like the literal god of death and destruction and all that. Probably the most powerful villain in all of ever. Like, Darkseid makes Thanos look like a jaywalker. Like, there's just, Darkseid is the ultimate villain. So to have a Batman who's just a dude, a pretty jacked dude, let's be honest, but still just a dude, willing to sacrifice himself in an attempt to save some random little girl, will also turn around and just kick the fucking shit out of Darkseid. Like, that's what a hero is, They should be heroic. I don't really know where I'm going with this. I just feel like Ben Affleck, Batman, I love Ben Affleck. He gets some shit, but I like him a lot. He just doesn't ever feel like he's doing the right thing. I guess at the very beginning of Batman vs. Superman, where he's running into the city, when everybody else is running away, and he's like comforting that little girl or whatever. That's pretty on brand. But just the anger he feels towards Superman for no real reason, it just doesn't work for me. I understand that they were doing the Dark Knight Returns, but that's just like, come on, man. That comic is it's built on the fact that you understand where these characters have been, and that they've been doing this for decades together, and that they're as close as two workers / friends could be. And it's just, you really feel why Batman / Bruce is doing the things he's doing, and why Clark Kent / Superman are doing the things that he's doing. They both make so much more sense. Whereas in Batman vs. Superman, it's just like, you're going to go punch that guy because plot. That's not... It's frustrating being a DC fan right now. I just, what's the best thing we've got going for us? Joker. It's a good movie. I like it a lot. Went saw it twice in theaters. Haven't seen it since. It's good. It's not really a DC movie. Like, there's nothing going on. You could easily make that movie without, him being called the Joker. Or Bruce Wayne, Thomas Wayne being in it. Like, nothing about it has anything to do with Batman. Outside of a few characters having those names. Oh. Somebody walked by my door. And then we've got The Suicide Squad. That was pretty good, I guess. It was sort of random and fun and quirky and bloody and gory, and that's cool. It's not, I don't really care about The Suicide Squad, if I'm being honest. What else? Wonder Woman, trash. I don't care. Everybody says Wonder Woman, the first one, is really good. It's not. It's mediocre at best. It's just being compared to literal garbage. That's really annoying. I should turn that off. But I'm not going to. We'll see how much the mic picks it up. What else? Shazam was okay, I guess. I have some problems with that. Just because, in the movie it's like, oh, Billy Batson, you're kind of a shitty kid, but we've run out of options, so you're going to be Shazam. Whereas in every other interpretation, it's like, oh, Billy Batson is literally the best kid ever. He's so pure. That's why he becomes Shazam, or Captain Marvel, or whatever you want to call him. So, I mean, it's just, the movie's fine. It's fun, and Zachary Levi does a good job, and it is what it is. And I don't think I'm gonna rewatch it anytime soon, but I enjoyed it when I went and saw it. Aquaman, it's big and dumb and kind of fun, I guess. Amber Heard makes it pretty hard to watch, knowing what a piece of fucking shit she is. That's difficult to swallow. It's kind of like the Kevin Spacey thing. It's when it's so recent, it's hard to watch stuff with them in it. I have no problem going back and watching like old Clint Eastwood movies and stuff, even though Clint Eastwood might be crazy and old and weird, and saying some pretty messed up things sometimes, maybe. But it's been like 60 years since he made The Good and Bad and the Ugly. 50 years. So I mean, I can go back and I can watch that, and I'm fine. I can separate that a little bit. Even Kevin Spacey, like, I can go back and watch Moon, one of my favorite movies that everybody should go check out, or Seven, and I can be removed from that a little bit. But watching stuff with them now, that's a little bit harder. What else has DC put out? Peacemaker, the show, was really good, but that is a that's because of the Suicide Squad being slightly entertaining, which is impressive in and of itself because it was built on the back of Suicide Squad, which is an utter piece of garbage. So I just put the DCEU to rest, man. Just do standalone movies for a little while. Just do the Batman. Maybe do one or two of those movies. Do like a good Superman movie, which I understand is kind of difficult to write, but get like Grant Morrison in, who wrote All-Star Superman. Get him in. Get some real fans who have written for that character. Get them in. Get the animated team in there, and just let them make the movie. And it's gonna be great. It's gonna be fantastic. Get the people who did Superman the animated series. Get the Bruce Timm guys in this. Paul Dini. Get them in there, in the writing room. I understand that live action is different than animation, but these guys have been doing this for 30 fucking years. Batman came out in 1992. It started. So just give them some creative control, some creative input, and it's gonna be fucking awesome. Same with Batman going forward. Same with make a good Wonder Woman. Make a really good fucking Wonder Woman movie, because there aren't really that many like fantastic female role models out there. You know, like what Black Widow. That movie was mediocre at best. I wasn't a fan of that. I know I'm not really the target audience. But and also they waited so fucking long for that. Like, she should have had a movie a decade ago. Make movies with females and just make good female movies. You know, female-led movies. Captain Marvel was it was fine. I don't have anything against it. It's not Wonder Woman too bad. It's probably better than Wonder Woman 1, if we're being honest. Black Widow is better than Wonder Woman 1. Black Widow is probably my favorite of the four female superhero movies we've had. Hopefully the next Thor movie with Jane Foster's Thor will be really good. It would be awesome if it was. I would love. I don't know anything about Thor or the female version of Thor. But I like the idea of bringing Jane Foster back. Natalie Portman. I like Natalie Portman. I think she's a pretty good actress. I think she'll do a really good job. Apparently she's gotten pretty fucking ripped for the role, which is apparently a prerequisite to be a superhero these days. Hopefully we get a bouncing boy. What's his name? It's a superhero in the future, far future of DC, who just bounces around. He was in Justice League versus the Fatal Five, another great animated movie. What were we talking about? Nah, I don't fucking remember. DC's pretty bad right now. Hopefully Batman's good. Hopefully the Flash is good, although I doubt it. Hopefully Batgirl is good. That's like 50-50. Bino's jingling his little collar in the background there. That's fun. What else is going on in James Tyner's life? It was my birthday on Friday. That was pretty fun. Didn't really do anything. Went to work. Had a pretty good day at work. It was a long day, but you know, making that money, supporting my furry son. Friends came over the other day, or yesterday, watched Batman Begins, like I said. That was cool. Today went with my parents, had some pizza, some cheesecake. Got some presents for my dog, because it is also his birthday. We share the same birthday. So that was fun. He really seemed to enjoy that. He's 8 years old. Started having seizures a little while ago, so we weren't sure that he was even going to make it to 7. So the fact that he's made it over a year and a half since starting having, he's had some really bad seizures at first. And now they're way less severe, and they happen regularly, and he's being medicated. So it's like every 2 weeks or so, you know. So they happen on a pretty consistent basis, which is both bad because he's having seizures, but also good because he's not having random seizures, because that would be harder to deal with. So hopefully we get another couple of years with him. He's adorable. He's the best. But you know, all bets are off at this point. I'm happy that we've gotten the time that we have. I hope that we get a lot more, but you know, you never know. So it's nice to really, really celebrate with him while we can. Sort of one of the things with pets. This has gotten real sad real soon. Like when you buy a pet, you know that pet is going to die in your lifetime unless something horrible happens to you. So you're basically buying a bunch of sadness. Like, you're getting a lot of happiness too over the years, but you know going into it that this cat or this dog or this fish or whatever is going to die. And you know, most of the time you can push that to the back of your mind, like, oh, they're a cute little puppy, cute little kitten, cute little egg. But you know, when something like they develop seizures or epilepsy or something, And then you have that scare of, oh, they could just not come home today. That really puts it into perspective. So if you have a pet, give them a little pat on the head for me. If they like that. If they don't like that, don't do that, please. Just do whatever makes them happy for me. Pets are pretty cool. Anyway, my birthday, I got some pants. That was nice. Really didn't ask for anything because I'm an adult, 22. Honestly, like I'm fine. If I want something, I'll buy it. I make enough money. I live a pretty sweet life. If I really want to do something, I can do it. Speaking of, Paul McCartney announced that he's going on tour. Jordan will be attempting to get tickets. Firstly, both go see Paul McCartney. Will it work? Probably not, but if it does, that'll be a fun podcast story. Never been to a concert. Kind of scared to go do that because it's weird and different, and I don't like going outside. But also, it'll be a story. It'll be a fun little thing. And I don't really. There's no musicians really doing anything right now that I listen to. I listen to The Who. I listen to the Beatles. I listen to Cream. A little Pink Floyd here and there. I listen to older stuff. I'm not gonna go see Taylor Swift do something. But Paul McCartney. I know Paul McCartney. I listen to a lot of Paul McCartney stuff through the Beatles. I really like his solo album. The one solo album that I've listened to, Ram. That was really good. Live and Let Die, phenomenal song. Pretty good James Bond movie. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we can do that, and that'll be fun. We can go hang out in Boston for a couple days. Go see Paul McCartney. What else is going on in the world of the podcast? Nothing really. Once I get my tax return, I'll probably buy another mic. And it's about $400 to get the rest of the setup, like little chairs / stools that can tuck under the desk, another mic, cords, stands, what are they called? Fucking the things that hold the microphone. I don't know. Not the stand. The shock mount, I guess, is what it's called. Because I'm a fucking idiot. Extra headphones, all that stuff. But then hopefully we can get a third person in person here. That'd be nice. Jordan and I are both fully boosted with our COVID vaccines. So we're not too worried about anything. At this point, if you're not gonna get it, you're not gonna get it. Honestly, like I don't know. It's tough. Because I really see where people are coming from, where it's just like, just open everything up, because who gives a fuck at this point, The people wearing masks in the grocery store are the people who have been vaccinated. The people not wearing masks are the people who haven't been vaccinated. The masks only help if you have COVID and you're wearing one, so you're not spreading it. So the people who have been vaccinated probably don't have COVID, probably. The people who aren't wearing masks, higher chance of them having COVID, if I'm understanding things correctly. Not a significantly higher chance, but it is there. So they're not wearing masks anyway. Who gives a fuck at this point? Fuck it. It's been like 2 years. Over 2 years. It's tough because I care, I if wearing masks is recommended, I will wear a mask. Even if I'm just popping into the grocery store to buy a gallon of milk. Like, that's just, I just want to try and help. That's how I am. I know that's how Jordan is. Yeah. But at this point, what are you gonna do? At some point, all the people who have been trying are gonna get tired of dealing with the bullshit, and we're just gonna say fuck it, and then, but things will we'll either get better or get worse. Can't say we didn't try, you know? And after those two incredible downers, let's talk about something fun. What's something fun we can talk about? I'm on season 6 of Game of Thrones. That's pretty fun. It's still a good show. I hear season 7 and 8 are pretty bad, but, you know, no spoilers. I haven't gotten there yet. Fuck. Kind of running out of things to talk about. I bought a shelf the other day. Shut up today. I assembled it, put it in my closet, so now I took everything out of my bigger closet, and now that I can stack stuff, I put it all into the smaller closet, so now I can use the bigger closet. The bigger closet's basically empty. And now, with my next paycheck, I'm going to buy a rowing machine that I can tip up into that closet and then close the door. And then when I want to, get jacked, I can just pull the rowing machine down and get jacked. And then after that, not my next paycheck, but the paycheck after that probably, I'll look into getting some, like a weight set. So then I can, just get fucking shredded. So that'd be fun. Still waiting on headphones to become available so I can replace these broken-ass headphones. That'll be fun. I've got some stuff that I found digging through my closet that I'm going to, at some point, hang up in the background for the video podcast. For those of you who don't know, we do a video podcast. We do a video podcast on YouTube.com. You can go check us out, James and Jordan Talk to the Internet. It's the same as this, but you can see our faces and Jordan's reaction to when we eat weird stuff, and me maybe throwing up a little bit. I really don't have anything else. It's been about half an hour, a little bit less. This one's gonna be shorter just because it is just me. It's tough, man. Just talking for half an hour. Go follow us on Instagram. Instagram.com/JJTI podcast, I believe. I could look that up. Not going to. Follow us on YouTube. Subscribe, like, comment, do all that shit. Ring the fucking bell or who gives a fuck. Share with a friend. Probably not this episode. Really not any of them. Actually, I can't think of one that I would recommend. Maybe the one where we ate that weird fudge thing that Jordan got and he screamed because it felt weird in his mouth. That'd be fun. I'm going to sign off now. Have a good day. Goodbye. I don't know what this was. I don't know if this was good. If you liked it, comment on it. Leave a review. Fuck it. Thanks for listening. Goodbye.